I chose you guys because of your experience in the real estate industry. That's where we work. That's where you guys coin Reva as. That's what Reva stands for. And I think your onboarding process and the way that you brought us in and helped us identify the VA that we're currently using and have been using now for almost a year, if not over a year. Actually, it is over a year now. The process was smooth, it was fluent, it was easy, and the transition was seamless. Now, there was some onboarding once we brought the VA on that we had to work through, but that was to be expected. Pricing was there from start to finish. Getting Raja onboarded was quick and easy and worked out well. So that's really the deciding factor as to why I picked Reva over some of the others that we interviewed. As far as the experience with our VA, we've had a great experience. Anytime that we have had any sort of coaching moments or things that we needed to talk about, he's been receptive to feedback, as have you, and we've always come to a very quick resolution to whatever the issue may be. But what I will say about Reva, and more specifically Raja, my VA, is he's always had a positive attitude. He's always comes to work with a smile on his face. He always has good intentions and wants to do what's right. And I think that separates him from others that maybe would work here alongside of me in the States. So I think it's important to understand that whether they're right next to you in an office or whether they're virtual in the Philippines, there's always going to be coachable moments, and it's our responsibility as leaders to make sure that we do that and do that correctly for them to be successful. Our company has not quite doubled in growth, but it certainly has doubled in connections, meaning we are connecting with more potential sellers. We are able to gather more information from sellers. We're missing less calls. And so having Raja answer our phone for us and help us with the initial screening process has really boosted our abilities to purchase things off market that we're facilitating and onboarding ourselves, meaning we're not using a wholesaler, we're not using a third-party company. We're generating the lead, we're screening the lead, we're seeing the lead, and then we're purchasing that property. And that process has been far more successful in the last 13 months since we partnered with Reva and onboarded Raja, who is our VA. I'm going to go back to two things. Number one, I'm going to go back to the fact that my VA that I have in my experience with Reva is my VA always has a positive attitude. I have never once got on the phone with him or got on a video conference with him and had him have anything other than a positive attitude. Reva's been very good to me and to our company as far as being accessible and answering questions. Their billing, as far as how they handle their processing of the VA's hours, is seamless. I don't even have to look at it. It shows up in my email. I confirm that it's good and we move on. So they make the process very simple. I look at Reva as what we would call a temp agency in the United States, or a temporary employee, which is what they're doing. They're just doing it virtually. And I think they do a tremendous job with onboarding their employee, training their employee, and then handing them off to us to work with and continue to mold into doing our specific tasks that we have asked them to do. The last thing that I'll add in here is with my particular VA, I've added things that he wasn't necessarily initially hired for, but Raja has taken those responsibilities and learned them and enjoys them. At least he tells me he enjoys them, but enjoys them and has become invaluable in a lot of other areas that were time consuming for me as a business owner that I no longer have to worry about, because he's managing those for me behind the scenes and just bringing me the high level things that I need to be focused on. So for that, I'm very thankful.